a speedboat was out of control, coming towards her and her boys in the water. So she pushed them out the way, but was hit and she died. Anyway, that's going off subject, a very sad end. But it was a great song she made. There's a guy who works down the chip shop, swears he's Elvis. You want to listen to it if you have not heard it? Great
All
song.
right. I am going to listen to it. Yeah. I'm going to
Yeah.
listen to it now. Yeah. Because I think Elvis is, well, if not one of the most talented singers this world has ever seen or privileged to, have. He is such a good songwriter and a great singer as well, and a brilliant performer. So I can sort of see why people find it hard to let go of
Yeah.
that is actually past. But yeah, I actually one of his songs that I really liked is "In the Ghetto." Beautiful,
Mm,
beautiful song.
super song.
Yeah, and then
I'm not
and
sure. I'm not sure he was a songwriter. He probably did write songs. I'm not sure he's
right.
known for that, is he? I mean,
Oh,
he may
all
have
right.
been, but
Oh, all right.
I know he was an excellent singer and
Singer.
performer.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
may. I'm not saying he wasn't. He probably did write some songs. Whether he wrote
Yeah.
any of his big hits, I don't know.
All
But
right.
yeah, he was. In a way, he was the first. What can you say? The first internationally famous and brilliant singer to come out of anywhere, to come out of the USA.
Yeah.
He was spellbinding in his effect on people. His movements, you know, attracted the girls, the women, and he was different. I think that was the thing, and he had this wonderful, deep singing voice.
Yeah.
And for me, songs like "Can't Help Falling in Love." It's one of the lines of that actually at Wembley, going to football, where my team will play on Saturday in the semi-final. There, some of our supporters, a particular group, they held up um, some words from that song, "Can't Help Falling in Love," because it
Oh.
seems so relevant, to a football team. The fans love the team. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was a brilliant song. But as you say, "In the Ghetto" was superb. But he had so many of his songs were excellent. But
Yeah.
again, you could say that the the downside of massive fame
Mm.
probably killed him in the end. I mean, he was a great performer, but of course he put on huge amounts of weight.
Oh, yeah, he
Uh,
did.
in his later performing years, and I think by all accounts that is what killed him. He sort of keeled over with a heart attack because he was so saturated with blocked arteries and stuff like that. Whether there's a conspiracy, I don't know. There's always been the idea that he sort of quietly decided to dump fame and go and live somewhere else, and that
Mm.
the reported sightings of Elvis Presley over the years are legion, aren't they? Sort of everywhere. And there
Yeah.
cannot have been an artist who is more copied, imitated. People pretend to be Elvis, don't they?
Yes,
There
he do.
cannot be anybody, individual or band or anything, who have been more copied and performed like that. And they managed to get his voice very, very closely as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
unique
yeah.
performer, unique
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
Yeah. His legend just lives on, doesn't it? It's because is that
yeah.
good. Like, yeah. Yeah. Now another one that I was thinking about. Now I don't know. It was called Bigfoot. You heard about Bigfoot?
Bigfoot. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
now,
Bigfoot.
now I don't know where that. now,
Bigfoot.
now I don't know where that
Well,
was come
yeah,
from.
another word for it, I think, is Yeti, isn't it?
Oh
A
yeah.
Yeti is
Yeah.
like a big creature. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I don't know where that's come from, and I don't know why people want to keep it going. There's been sightings of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
over
but
it.
isn't it a bit like the Loch Ness monster? I
Oh
mean, I
yeah,
don't
of
know
course.
whether will call that a conspiracy theory or not, but there's a lot of photographs, some of which doubtless are faked, but they can't. It's a bit like UFO sightings; they can't all be fakes. And
Right.
I think there's a particularly famous Loch Ness monster photo where it seems to be the body of a massive eel or snake, but very, very long, very, very big, not
Yeah.
like anything else that you could easily identify. So the question is there such a thing as the Loch Ness Monster? Do you think there is?
I think we've talked about, we not talked about, but we touched about it in the past, and I'm going to stick with yes, I do think I do think there is Loch
Yeah,
Ness. But yeah, well, because if you don't think there is, then that whole conspiracy thing dies off, don't it? And I quite like the idea of it, and I think that's why I'm sticking with those that believe that it does exist, because then you know what do you gain, what do you lose?
yeah.
It's like a fiction.
I mean, probably the wider question is: are there, whether it's Bigfoot or the Loch Ness monster, could there still be creatures in the sea, in the lochs, the lakes, or on land which have yet to be discovered? Now,
Mm.
probably there are. I mean, there are so many millions of species, and so many of them, probably very small ones, have never been discovered. It's just the way it is. But could there really be sea creatures, river creatures, or land creatures that we've never really documented or photographed in this day and age? I don't know, and I suppose it gives rise to the possibility that it could be the case. And as you say, it's quite a good thing to think there could be there could be things we
Yeah,
just don't know. There could be
yeah,
creatures we've never really
yeah.
been able to see, and that's quite a romantic idea, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. And another one is dinosaurs. Do you actually? I mean, I know the fossil records of fossils that do point
Mm.
to the existence of a dinosaur, but we've never seen one. And I'm not saying there isn't.